Okay, hackers and hackerettes, welcome to a new series or a new video in the series of operating systems basics. In the previous one, we talked a little bit about Windows GUI basics as well as Linux CLI introduction. The Linux CLI introduction is really important, so I do recommend that you watch that video before coming here, because a lot of things will be, not a lot of things, but many things will be the exact same thing. And I'm going to use the commands that we talked about in the previous video as reference in this one. So you don't want to be losing that context. So I do recommend watching that video before coming here to get this. Last time we talked about Linux CLI, but today we're going to talk about the command prompt or Windows CLI. In this room, you learn to use Windows command prompts to navigate files, search for information, blah, 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 operating system. Okay, storyline, day 2 on the job. You arrive for the second day of your internship. Your supervisor greets you with a quick update. Today, we're switching to Windows. Most of our machines run it. Same idea as before. I've left you a few tasks to attend to around the system. Use the command line to find them. Okay. Before starting, click on the green Start Lab. And quick recap, we're going to do as we've been doing before. Opening these in different tabs like that. So a quick recap about the terminal. We already know about this, so I'm not going to go over it. Task, find the mission brief text file. Your boss left you another note with a task to find task brief somewhere in your user folder. You need to find it using the command line and read what it says. Okay. It should be easy enough. Come on, mate. So you can see here that the very first thing that we're doing is checking where we are right now, which is using CD. CD also, we talked about it previously. It has changed directory, same as on Linux. And CD, what it does is that it changes the current active directory that you're working in. Also, if you pass it without anything, it's going to take you to your home directory, like your current users. What? Like your current users directory. Well, anyway, we have the command prompt and we have this. Welcome to day 2. Use CMD to complete your tasks. Yeah, sure. So right here, if we write CD, we can see that we are here. If we also do PWD, it doesn't show anything. But if we do dir, which is directory, it is the same thing as ls in Linux, which is not available on command prompt. Also, clear is not available, but CLS does this exact same thing. So CLS is for command prompt. Clear is for Linux. Now, if we do dir again, we can see that we have a documents folder. And then in here, we have sandbox, reports, notes, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what we need to do here. Are there any hidden files? Dir tag A, which is the exact same thing as ls tag LA. So we can see here that we have a junction. A junction means it's like a, I think it means a symlink. So the things that are here link to videos, pictures, and music. Okay. More than 12. It is important to note that hidden doesn't mean secret, just means Windows hides them by default. Moving around the file system, let's use CD. We can use the format CD folder name. So CD documents will move us there. CD command. Dir tag A, finding the file on disk. So we have dir tag S and then brief. So this is similar to the find. To the find command. And then we can see here that we do have task brief right there. So we can maybe copy this. Let's see if we can cat that. Cat is not there. I don't know actually what if there's an equivalent to cat. It's type. Oh, type. Access is denied. Interesting. But do I have to cd? Why does it say access is denied here? I am the administrator, literally. Oh, perhaps because I did not add task brief.txt in here. Yeah, there we go. So what is the default path? What is the message? Default path is all of this. I don't know if they want the .txt in it. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is good enough. You're going too fast. No, I'm not. Gathering system information on Windows. Who am I logged in as? So it is the exact same thing as who am I. What is the name of the computer? Host name is the same thing as uname. Tag A on Linux, if you remember that. Host name is the equivalent here. What version of Windows is this? Systeminfo is used to do that. Okay, so systeminfo, there's a bunch of things here. How is the machine connected? ipconfig. So we didn't actually see ipconfig or ifconfig on Linux, but ipconfig or ifconfig. ifconfig is on Linux, ipconfig is on Windows. So ifconfig is usually used on Linux. And you can also use it on Windows if you're using something like a bash. Pretty sure ifconfig works here, no? Oh, ipconfig actually works even here. Okay. Interesting. Maybe if in the WSL ifconfig is installed. No, it's not. Okay. But you can use IPA. So IP, I don't know if that's installed. No, it's not on Windows. Okay. So IP is like the newer tool compared to ifconfig and ipconfig. Look for IPv4 and then whatever. What is the computer name shown by host name? Let's just write a host name and then we get THM lab. What Windows version installed in the system info output? I should have saved that. But that's okay. Let's go to system info right here. The version is there we go. Let's copy this. Oh, they want the entire thing? Okay. Okay, and that's it. In this conclusion, you learned the exact equivalent of the previous things here in Windows. So let's go over them like real fast. If you do dir, it's equivalent of pwd and ls together. Like pwd just prints the working directory, but you get that in dir as well as this. You can also do dir and then /a. Slash here is the same way that you would give like flags with dashes in Linux, but in Windows is dash, or sorry, it's /. Then we have make directory. We actually didn't try make directory on Windows. So let's make directory test. Does that work? Yes, it does. So I can go into test and there we go. So make directory is the exact same. Cat, we did find that type is the other equivalent of cat on command prompt. Echo, we're not going to worry about that. Now rm, I believe we need to use rmdir on Windows, which is true. So rmdir is what removes folders. ls, we have dir. Who am I is the exact same thing. And control L doesn't do anything, unfortunately, so we have to write cls, which is the equivalent of clear. Equivalent of clear to clear stuff. And I think this is it. We covered the most basic stuff. We also covered find, like the opposite of find, by doing dir tag s and then maybe like test.txt, which says file not found. So /s is probably search, or you can remember it as search, but I think it means subdirectory. So dir and then all subdirectories and then look for test.txt in them. But yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching the the Windows CMD basics. In the next video, we are going to talk about operating system security. And I'll see you then. See you.